Deadly Dreams, Part 2. Sleep deprived and mad with the chills, Artemus Tau has discovered a gateway to the fiery Caverns of Cynder. Soon attacked by a band of hellfire succubi, Artemus dispatched them quickly, and now continues his search for the source of his nightly torment. Welcome back to Artemus Tau, Trederran veteran. Let's rejoin Artemus as he seeks to put an end to his devilish nightmares. We need to resolve these two normal encounter cards. Our first encounter, Flame Geysers. Gouts of flame erupt from the rocky floor here in seemingly random places and intervals. Watch your step. Any model that ends its move on this map tile must roll 2d6. If doubles are rolled, the model is caught in a geyser of flame and singed. They take a number of wounds equal to the double that was rolled, ignoring their defense. Remains in play. Our second encounter, Prison of the Madman. A frail-looking figure sits alone here at the center of a circle of burning runes etched into the stone. You can hear him gently sobbing. You can choose to call out to him, making a lore 6+ test. We can break the circle, making a spirit 5+ test. Or we can not linger. I think we are just going to not linger in this room. We don't trust anybody in this crazy hellfire world. Take one corruption hit, defending on 3+. We succeed. Holding back the darkness. 9 is good. Rolling for Artemis's movement. Only 3. We do have lava spaces on this tile that we will have to move through. 2. When a hero enters a lava space on a map tile, he must immediately roll a d6. If the roll is equal to or greater than the number on the space, the hero is safe. He needs a 3+. He's good. He can continue his movement. Holding back the darkness. 11 is good. His horror hit for sleep deprivation. He defends. Artemus is used to not having much sleep out on the battlefields on his special ops missions. Rolling for movement. Artemus will look through. He has found a cross passage. I think we can remove these 2 remains in play cards since we're not going back to that drilling room. We also need to roll for our flaming geysers from the Lake of Fire room. They are not doubles. We are good. Holding back the darkness. 7 is good. Rolling for movement. 1, we finally gain a grit. Do we defend our sleep deprivation hit? We do. Holding back the darkness. 4 will fail. We will need to take a corruption hit because of temptations of evil. Our willpower is 3+. We defend. Do we defend our sleep deprivation? We do. Rolling for movement. 3. Looking through this doorway, Artemus has found a magma tunnel. There's no advanced encounter for this room. Let's reveal the exploration token. 2 doorways, a growing dread card, an encounter, and our first clue icon. Whenever we find a clue icon, we must roll against the sleep deprivation. We make a spirit 5+ test. Artemus has Spirit of 2. He has failed. We will use our grit. Then we need a 5+. He is successful. He can gain 10 XP as he forces himself to stay awake. The encounter we have drawn: Dark Reflection. Several dark mirrors line the room in frames made of tarnished steel. As you move between them, the contorted reflection seems to twist with agony and despair. One reflection stops and turns to face you, its eyes burning with eternal hate as it reaches out of the flame. Make a strength 6+ test. Artemus has a strength of 4. He is successful. If passed, you shatter the mirror, slicing your hand. Gain 25 XP, but also D3 wounds, ignoring defense. How many wounds? Just 1 wound. Can our armor prevent that 1 wound on a 4+? It does. Holding back the darkness. 7 will fail, getting us another darkness card. Our darkness card, Corrupted by Greed. Each hero immediately takes 1 corruption hit for every $500 they currently have, rounding up. Limited as 6 corruption hits. Well, we have over $2,500. So we'll be taking 6 corruption hits from this darkness card and 1 corruption hit for the darkness moving forward. 7 corruption hits total. Artemus has a willpower of 3+. He takes 2 points of corruption. Rolling for movement. 3. Still not quite close enough. Holding back the darkness. Double 3s. Double 3s in the mind trigger creeping darkness. The darkness is always searching for a way out. Move the darkness 2 steps forward on the depth track. That will give us another Growing Dread card, as well as having us roll another corruption hit. Willpower's 3+. 1 more point of corruption. We're just going to move forward 1 and look through the doorway. I found a mid-passage. Holding back the darkness. 8 is good. Rolling for movement. 4. Artemus will look through. He has found a lava bridge. There is no advanced encounter for this room. Let's reveal the exploration token. 2 doorways and an ambush attack. Which way will not be the doorway? No doorway ahead. Will we be ambushed by Hellfire Succubi? No, we will not. We instead will be ambushed by 1 Lava Man. Lava Men are a construct Cynder enemy, large in size at initiative 3. They have Burning Touch. Lava Man to hit rolls of 6 immediately add a burning marker to the hero. They have a Molten Body. They are immune to critical hits from ranged attacks. They are made from lava. At the start of their activation, Lava Men heal 1 wound for every lava space they are adjacent to. Lava Men are also immune to burning markers. They have a movement of 6. We can escape on a 4+. Their range to hit is 4+. Their melee to hit is 4+. They have 4 combat that do 3 damage each. They have 3 for defense and 10 health. Their elite abilities will be 1 and 6. 1, they have Flaming Fists. Lava Men's melee hits are now +3 damage. And 6 is Lava Eruption. At the start of their activation, roll a d6 for each Lava Man. On the roll of 1 or 2, it will immediately make an extra ranged attack against a random hero within range before activating as normal. This shot has a range of 8. It's one shot that does d6 +2 damage. Holding back the darkness. Double 3s again triggers Creeping Darkness. The darkness moves forward 2 steps on the depth track. That will give us another darkness card. The darkness card we have pulled is Demonic Assault. All demon enemies are +1 initiative. They also gain +2 combat for every 2 points higher their initiative is than the target. Remains in play. The Lava Man will go. Will he do his Lava Eruption on a 1 or a 2? He does. His range to hit is 4+. He hits. Can Artemus defend on a 3+? He does. The Lava Man will roll his 4 combat. Hitting on 4+. He scores 2 hits. Artemus defends on a 4+. He defends 1 and takes 6 potential wounds. His armor is 5+. 5+. I think I was doing Hattori's armor rolls earlier at 4+. My apologies. Artemus has armor 5+. He would take all 6 wounds. He will use the Viking Shield and block 3 of those wounds, giving him 3 wounds. Artemus will take his Sleep Deprivation Horror hit. 1 more point of sanity damage. Can Artemus get a grit? No. Taking his 2 shots with his coach gun. 1 crit, 1 hit. Again, he is immune to criticals, but we still get our critical damage. +1 for our Authority of Otar, so this roll will be +1 to the roll. 4 wounds. His regular roll is -3 to the roll. No wounds. Holding back the darkness. 4 will fail. It's not looking good, guys. Will the Lava Man fire his Lava Eruption? No. He's not standing near any lava spaces, so he does not get to heal any wounds. Rolling his 4 combat. 2 hits. Artemus defends on 4+. Artemus doesn't defend either of those, taking 12 potential wounds. Then he has armor 5+. He blocks 4 and takes 8 wounds. And he defends the Sleep Deprivation. No, he takes another sanity damage. Can he gain a grit? He does not. Taking his 2 shots with the coach gun. 2 hits. Both of these will be -2 to the roll. 5 more wounds. He only needs 1 more wound. I don't want to waste a shatter grenade on him, so we're going to press on. Holding back the darkness. 5 will fail, getting us another darkness card and another corruption hit. We have pulled Suffocating Mist. A green mist fills the area, choking the heroes in a poisonous fume. Each hero takes 3 hits that are poison. Place this card on a random hero's map tile. Any hero ending their move on this map tile takes 2 hits. Well, if only we could attach that rattlesnake fangs. Can he defend these 3 hits on a 4+? No, he takes 3 wounds. Can he defend the corruption hit? No, he takes another point of corruption. Will the lava man shoot his lava? He will. Gets 1 shot hitting on 4+. He hits. Artemis defends ranged attacks on 3+. He defends. The lava man rolls his 4 combat, hitting on 4+. Scoring 2 hits. Artemis defends on 4+. Defends 1, takes 1 hit, causing 6 potential wounds. His armor is 5+. Artemis takes 4 wounds, which would knock him out. We'll use our first revive token. At least that allows us to recover a grit. Will Artemis take a point of sanity damage from his sleep deprivation? He will not. Can Artemis escape? He can. We're just going to move 1 out of the suffocating mist room. Taking his 2 shots with his coach gun. 2 crits. Each of these rolls will be +1 to their damage. 5 wounds. He is killed. Let's see what he dropped for loot. 1 Darkstone shard. We don't have any wounds or sanity, so we don't need to catch our breath. Let's hold back the darkness. 11 is good. Rolling for movement. Let's try and quickly get away from this mist. 1 is not going to do it, but it will give us a grit. Need to roll against 2 hits from the suffocating mist. We have a 4+. We take 1 wound. We need to take our sleep deprivation hit. We defend. Pulling back the darkness. 6 will fail, getting us another Growing Dread card, and another Corruption hit. At first I thought Artemis didn't mind sleep deprivation, now I think it's really getting to him. We defend this Corruption hit on a 3+. We do not. We will mutate. What type of mutation do we get? The red die will be the tens digit, the gold die will be the singles. 26. We have a void infection. Anytime you pass through a gate, you take 1 corruption point, ignoring willpower. Defending our sleep deprivation hit. We defend. Rolling for movement. Now we get to 6. Artemis will look through. We do have to take our 2 hits for suffocating mist, depending on 4+. We defend them both. There is an advanced encounter for this room. Venting steam. Geysers of steam shoot up from the cracks in the crust all across the uneven floor of this rocky chamber. At the start of each turn, every hero on this map tile must make a luck 4+ test. If failed, that hero takes D3 wounds, ignoring defense, as they are burned by a powerful jet of steam. Remains in play. Cynder is a very unforgiving world. Let's reveal our exploration token. 1 doorway and 1 attack. Our doorway will be located to the right. Will we be attacked by Hellfire Succubi? We will not. We will be attacked by a Hellhound. A Hellhound is a mutant cinder beast. Large size at initiative 6. They have Fear 2, a hero starting their activation adjacent automatically takes 2 horror hits. They have Regeneration 2, they heal 2 wounds at the start of each turn. They do a Corruption Bite. Their combat to hit rolls of 6 do 1 corruption hit to the hero. They are also immune to critical hits. They also have the abilities Invisible at a Distance. Heroes may only assign hits to a Hellhound if they are adjacent to it. The Devil's Due. He gains +1 combat for each corruption point or mutation his target has. They have an 8 for movement. We can escape on 5+. Their melee to hit roll is 4+. They will have 4 combat that do 4 damage each. They have a 2 for defense and 13 health. His elite abilities will be 1 Hissing Heads. Their to hit rolls are now 3+. And Shadow Scurry. They are now +2 defense against ranged attacks, not including explosives. Holding back the darkness. Double 5s. Double 5s in the mind triggers Terrifying Shriek. Each hero in the mines immediately takes D6 horror hits. Artemus will be taking 1 horror hit. Defends on a 3+. He defends. The Hellhound will go, rolling his 4 combat. 2 hits. Artemus defends on a 4+. He defends 1 and takes 4 potential wounds. Can his armor defend these 4 wounds? We have armor 5+. We defend 1 and take 3 wounds. We need to make our luck 4+ test for this venting steam. We are successful. Defending our sleep deprivation. We are successful with that as well. And we gain a grit. We cannot. Defending against suffocating mist 4+. No, we take 2 wounds. Taking his 2 shots with the coach gun. 1 crit, 1 hit. Again, even though he's immune to critical hits, we still get our bonus damage. So the critical hit roll is +1 to the roll. 7 wounds. And the regular hit will be -1 to the roll. 4 more wounds. Holding back the darkness. 8 is good. Making our luck 4+ test for venting steam. We are successful. The Hellhound will heal 2 wounds. He will roll his 4 combat. He scores 1 hit and 1 corruption bite hit. Defend the corruption on a 3+. No, we take 1 point of corruption. And we defend the hits on a 4+. We defend 1 and take 1. And our armor prevent these 4 wounds. We prevent 1 and take 3 wounds. We went for sleep deprivation. We defend. We gain a grit. We do not. Can we defend against suffocating mist? We do. Firing our coach gun. One crit, one hit. Our bonus damage critical +1 to the roll. 5 wounds. He is dead. What type of loot did he have? Gold bars, $250. Catching our breath. We'll heal 3 wounds. Going back to darkness. 9 is good. Making our luck 4+ test for venting steam. We are successful. Rolling for movement. 2. Get out of the suffocating mist room. Holding back the darkness. 10 is good. Luck 4+ for venting steam. We are successful there. I don't think we rolled for sleep deprivation in the last turn, so we'll make 2 defense rolls here. Defend on a 3+. We defend them both. Rolling for movement. Only a 2 again. Quite close enough to look through. Holding back the darkness. 7 will fail. Rolling our 4+ luck for venting steam. We are successful. Defending against sleep deprivation. No, we take 1 point of sanity damage. Rolling for movement. 2. We will look through the doorway. And we have found a short passage. Rolling back the darkness. 7 will fail, getting us a darkness card. The darkness card we have pulled is Gunfight. All enemies with a ranged attack gain +1 shot with that attack, and are +1 defense against heroes with ranged attacks. Remains in play. Making our luck 4+ test for venting steam. We are successful. Rolling sleep deprivation. 1 more point of sanity damage. We also have to roll for our corruption hit for the darkness moving. Take 1 more point of corruption. Rolling for movement. 6. Artemis will look through. We have found a statue chamber. We do have an advanced encounter for this room. Stone Sentry. An ancient stone soldier stands watch over the passage ahead, with fire in his eyes. His stare burns into your soul and your flesh. Any hero starting their activation on this map tile must pass the following: a Spirit 5+ test. If successful, gain 20 XP, and you do not need to make this test again. If failed, you take D3 burning markers, as the sentry judges you unworthy. Remains in play. Let's reveal our exploration token. Two doorways, an attack, and our second clue icon. Which way will not be a door? Straight ahead. Making our Spirit Plus test for finding the clue icon. See if we get another sleep deprivation madness. Let's grit that. No, we get another sleep deprivation madness. Artemis nods off for just a moment and ends up with 7. He is now open to the void. You feel the ebb and flow of the void energy all around you, seeping into your mind and clawing at your deepest fears. You no longer get willpower saves to prevent corruption hits. Well, thank God these sleep deprivation madnesses end as soon as the adventure ends. I'm also glad that we don't have that Darkstone Carbine anymore. Will we be attacked by Hellfire Succubi? No. What will attack us? One Void Sorcerer. Void Sorcerers are void magic enemies. They are a medium size at initiative 5. They have Shootout. They also have the abilities of Void Magic at the start of its activation, if not adjacent to a hero. After any retreat moves, a Void Sorcerer rolls a d6. On a 1 through 3, it hurls a Void Bolt, targeting as per Shootout. On a 4, 5, or 6, it casts a random spell from the Void Magic deck. His Void Bolt is a ranged attack, range is 16 with 3 shots. Though he will get 4 shots from this Gunfight Darkness card. They each do 2 damage and they ignore defense. They have a Phase Dagger. Void Sorcerer combat hits also ignore defense. When making a melee attack, a Void Sorcerer will attack every adjacent hero. He has a Void Shield. He is immune to critical hits unless he is adjacent to his attacker. They move 7. Artemus can escape on a 4+. His range to hit is 4+. His melee to hit is 4+. They have 1 combat that does a peril die of damage. They have 2 defense and 15 health. His 2 elite abilities will be 1. Ceremonial Blades. He is +1 combat. And 6. Magic Mastery. The Void Sorcerer's Void Magic spells are cast at 1 higher level than normal. If already at max level, each sorcerer will cast both a spell and a Void Bolt each turn. Or a spell and a melee attack if adjacent to 1 or more heroes. Holding back the darkness. 5 will fail. Will the Void Sorcerer fire a bolt or cast a spell? 1, 2, 3 a bolt. 4, 5, 6 a spell. He fires a Void Bolt. His Void Bolt gets 4 shots. Scores 2 hits. Artemus defends ranged attacks on a 3+. He defends 1 and is hit by 1. Can his armor prevent these 2 wounds? He has armor 5+. He takes 1 wound. Artemus will defend against his horror hit. 4 is good. He has to make a Spirit 5+ test or be burned by the Stone Sentry. He has 2 for Spirit. He is successful. Rolling for his movement. 5. We are in a lava space. It's an agility 4+ test to move off of it without getting burned. His agility is 2. We'll spend our last grit. No, he will take D3 burning markers. The Sentry has judged him unworthy. He will be taking 2 burning markers. 2, 3, 4, 5. Taking his 2 shots with his coach gun. Hitting on 3+. 1 crit, 1 hit. He is immune to critical hits, but he will still get the bonus damage. He is also +1 defense against range attacks for this gunfight darkness card that's in play. This critical hit is going to be +1 to the roll. 6 wounds. The regular hit will be -3 to the roll. 3 more wounds. Holding back the darkness. Double 3s! Oh no! Double 3 in the mines trigger creeping darkness. The darkness moves 2 spaces forward on the depth track, and in this case it will escape, causing us to fail this mission. Failing the mission, Artemus is so traumatized by his nightmares that he will find it hard to ever sleep again. Artemus loses 1 health or 1 sanity permanently, his choice, to the ravages of insomnia. In addition, Artemus may not stay at the campsite during his next town visit. Each day he must pay to stay in the hotel or leave town. I think Artemus is going to lose 1 health permanently, since we have more health than we do sanity. Thank you all for tuning in. Unfortunately, Artemus was not very successful in this first mission of him being tormented by succubi. We will see you all in Artemis's next visit to a frontier town.